There it is. There it is. Assalamu alaikum, people. This is your boy Musa, bringing that flame, bringing that flame. Always, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You be left in that loop. You have your ears to the street. You know what's going on with you. Hey, this morning, man, I got my big brother. He's almost like a rival because he like them damn Rams, and you know how I get down. But it's all love. It's all love at the end of the day, baby. Everybody, welcome to my big brother. He can make his own name up. I ain't finna throw his name out there like it. What it is, big brother?
Yo, yo, yo. It's Kenny Sky Williamson.
Oh,
Antioch
shit.
original Skywalker.
Man.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. I'm here to talk that shit, man.
Oh, man. I'm so full. I'm so full. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. But we can begin on the Biden thing. Now, do you think that's a strategy to get blacks and browns and people at a lower level to get the vote on the Democratic Party?
Absolutely. Okay, so what I do right now is I work for folks called the Democracy Champions. We have no political affiliation, but what we do is we register voters. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And my main focus is registering voters with felonies in their past. I'm trying to get them back online. You know what I mean? And so I thought when he made that announcement yesterday, I thought that was a huge move in the lower part of the communities. You know what I mean? Because these are people that are struggling and whatnot, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? They're just really just trying to mind their own business. You know what I'm saying? And I think them people said, that's our guy. You know what I mean? But I encourage everybody to look at the full scope of the situation. If you really into that. But with one stroke of the pen yesterday, he probably collected another 200,000 votes, black and brown, with ease. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: he damn near sold me again. You hear me?
Man,
real shit. He damn near sold me again. Because I mean, for real though, what we locking people up for reefer for?
It's a control mechanism on. They know ain't nothing wrong with the product. They know ain't nothing wrong with the substance. It's just a controlling mechanism.
I don't think a lot of people really realize that marijuana is like a Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 drug. Like it's right up there with heroin. You dig what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you possess enough of it, they gonna take your ass in there, and you ain't coming back out for a minute.
Wow. But I noticed what a lot of people are doing as far as the transition. They had these dispensaries, right? I know people that leave here and will drive all the way to the tip of Illinois, and go and get a dispensary and spend about, $150 for a half? I mean, legally?
Let me tell you, they making the wrong choice. But that kind of thing is what it is. That kind of thing is what it is because it's taxed.
Yes.
So it's going to be a little high. I imagine the dispensary out of California probably ain't that high, though, because the marijuana is so plentiful. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
In all honesty, if that's something you do and you indulge in, let me recommend that California marijuana is the best.
Ooh, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Boy. At Cali weed, it just stopped me from knocking a couple heads off their shoulders. You heard me?
Oh man, well it made you. Would you say it made you think before you do?
No, it's not. I'm not even gonna say it made me think because I might have still been mad after the situation, but it made me be like Cat Wiggins said, when you hit that weed, it be like, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna live to see another day right here. Fuck it.
They say a man was killed in Antioch last night. I got it on my thing about 4 hours ago.
No shit.
Late Friday night, according to Metro Police, the shooting happened on 1100 block of Bell Road and around 11:30 p.m. God damn. Police said an adult male was shot and killed, and the suspect is not in custody. Ooh.
Do we have the name of the individual that was killed?
No, they don't have that. They don't have that. But it just came out. But that's and the circumstance of the shooting are unclear. That's what they say. But it's just...
Is this an African-American male?
I don't know. I really don't know. But it's sad when I stay in apartments, right? And it's sad, man. I got to go outside with that thing on the side of me just to make sure I'm safe. Because motherfuckers will try to get you, man. They will get you. You know? And I'd rather have my shit with me than be dead or say I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna share a story with you guys because I'm no longer in Nashville. I actually graduated high school in Nashville, and I was up there, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years or whatever.
Go on, top it up.
But I came back to party one night. You know, I had been in Nashville maybe about 10 years. So I stopped by my partner's house. Not by my partner's house, but his father's house, because me and his dad was real, real tight when I was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? His dad kind of looked out for me, kind of made me feel like I was one of his kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I hadn't seen this guy in maybe 10 years. Knocked on his door. Never did even get an answer. I knocked again, didn't get an answer. So I'm on my way back to the car. Finally, he come to the door. This man got a double-barrel shotgun in his hand. Okay? And he looked at me, he's like, man, who is you? I told him who I was and whatnot, and he was like, who are you? I don't know you. So then I had to tell him, man, you don't remember me? I'm your son's friend. Woo, woo, bitch, woo, woo, bitch. And he was like, oh, man, come here. Gave me a hug and everything. But he told me, he said, crime's so crazy, Nashville so random. That one of these young players might be in your crib, and they don't know you from Pete or Peter or whatever. You know what I mean? But they in your shit trying to get your shit that you don't work hard for. And he told me he wasn't going out like that. He said he hates to kill somebody's child, but stay up out my house.
Man, and you know what? I tell my son, and my people trying to tell me, don't tell your son no crap like this. But I was telling him, when you go to work, you don't go to make no friends. You go to do your job and come straight home. And when you come home, don't talk to anyone. Somebody try to get your attention on the street, don't talk to anyone. If somebody, that's sad, ain't it, man?
I have to be honest with everybody. My life hasn't really always been peaches and cream. I've kind of been on the side of the gangster, but I think I've been on the side of the smart gangster. You know what I mean? Because I'll try to diffuse the situation before I let a situation get out of hand. I really try to diffuse that thing. Some stuff you can't, some stuff is just so disrespectful that it is what it is.
Woo! But I hate them moments, man.
All my young black men, especially my children, get a job or go to school. One of the two, whatever you choose to do, I ain't mad at you. But let's start building wealth from the word go, okay? I'm 45 years old right now, and I'm just now looking to build my fortune. So for me, my fortune is for my folks, you know what I'm saying? But my way of thinking back then wasn't correct, and I was never looking at the future, and you know what I mean?
Me
There's a lot
too.
of stuff I can have right now that I don't have because I simply wouldn't listen to my people.
Man, what you said, same here. I was just so in a rush to get out the house, and I made mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. But after all the mistakes that I made, man, I'm still here, and I got a sane mind. Well, that's success for me. I did 18 years of child support, paying my rent by myself. Never did have to ask anyone to help pay my rent, my lights, all of that, man. I can recall taking Xboxes to the pawn shop to get money just for food that week. You know what I'm saying? People don't
listen. I done pawned so much jewelry and this, that, and the third.
Boy.
And, it's like I said, you live and you learn. And so for my children, when I tell these people, do what I tell you to do, do what I tell you to do. Because I ain't going to tell you nothing wrong.
Man.
I'm going to give you the best direction that life is going. I'm just for every pick and maneuver that I couldn't make it through, I'm here for you. I'm an open book. You're not going to get a better teacher than your father. These people. You know what I mean?
I tell my son that all the time. It's like, man, I ain't going to tell you nothing to hurt you, man. You might not like what's coming out of my mouth. You might not like it. But, man, I am never going to tell you anything wrong. And then I tell you what, me and my son, man, we go 50% on everything we want, man. So it ain't nothing.
I've seen a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? I've seen folks' kids that, unfortunately, my kids have chose not to get out here and get the money. You know what I'm saying? The illegal way. But I've seen some people's children that do it, and they just throw their arms up in the air about with it and this, that, and the third, and just kind of like leave the kid for the wolves. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you still the parent. So you know what I mean? If your child choose that lifestyle, some kind of way you got to give them the proper information to let them know what's good. You know what I mean? You got to let them know the federal mandatory
battery low
crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, the streets ain't the same. The streets ain't the same when we come up on the streets.
No, man, it's nowhere.
When we come up on the streets, man, a motherfucker hit you in your mouth. They ain't gonna get that pistol. Nowadays, they gonna use that pistol, man. Hit me in my mouth if you want to, man. You'll be on a motherfucking one of them steel ass beds with a blanket over top of you. You hear me?
Man, and then they want to come punk like with 3 or 4 motherfuckers with some shit. Like y'all some punks, man. Over some shit. Yeah. And look, you can just tell it could be something simple like LeBron James is not the greatest. Them niggas will go crazy and try to kill you off some bullshit like that. You know that?
Right.
It's sad, man. And it's like you can't even.
Why we on that? Did you see the way Draymond Green popped that man?
No, I did not. I ain't watched it.
Oh my God. My God.
He laid him out, man. Was it a sneak layout?
Man, he hit that motherfucker so hard, you hear me? I said, man, about to say, well, listen, when I woke up, I've been looking for that man when I woke up, you hear me?
Hey, man.
He popped the shit out that man. Trust and believe that.
They finna suspend dude, man. Yeah, but you know what? It's like, can they win without Draymond? I think they can. They get somebody supplemental, but Draymond is a good ass point forward. That's it.
Draymond is the enforcer.
Yes, he is, but it's just like
you know what I mean? You think about a lot of these great teams in NBA history, they got good enforcers on the team. And Draymond one of them.
But hold on. What type of motherfucker will leak that shit? Who will record that shit and put it out there like that? Letting them know that
somebody. Well, I seen it on TMZ.
They
gonna get everything.
But that shouldn't be, because we're going to locker room, stay in the locker room. That Jordan Poole's always gonna be bullied and talk about that the rest of his life.
Well, we could say that, but that's not going to be the case in today's time, because a lot of the shit they swept up under the rug was so illegal and so harmful that they ain't sweeping shit up under the rug no more. You ain't getting away with nothing. Don't put your hands on no motherfucker, because that ain't what's up. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, bro, it's just like, damn.
It's everything. It's from drug use to sexual assault. They've been doing a lot of shit because they got money. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
been able to get away with it. You look at Deshaun Watson. Had he played back in Lawrence Taylor's day, you would have never heard nothing about that. They'd have paid them people off, and it went on up under the rug. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But far as the team with the Warriors, it's gonna fuck up their chemistry, because I mean they're professionals, yes and no, but it's just like Poole gonna want to roll.
Well, let me tell you, shit, it take a lot to dial me back in from that too, because I'll probably go fucking roll too, because the way he popped that nigga, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then on top of that,
he stuck that man dead in his shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and on top of that, man, it's just like, dude, yeah, and that the upper management is gonna look at it like, okay, we done got 4 rings with Draymond. We're gonna have to try to move him because we don't want this going around and the chemistry.
I'm gonna be on the side of things that say this the reason KD ain't in Golden State.
That's what I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Boy, that is why. And you know what? If KD be with them damn Warriors, man, they play so fucking smooth when it was with them. It wasn't no rush. It was real basketball. Them boys had fucking like 30 assists like every fucking game, man.
Right. You had to score about 125, 130 to
man, but it's just like Draymond could be he could be replaced. Let me tell you who could probably be replaced with. But it won't happen. He got the same skills as Draymond. Julius Randle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julius Randle get that ball and bring that motherfucker up the court and pass it. If he could just pass it, man, who wouldn't want that job?
I think Julius Randle is also a better scorer.
Yeah, but if in a Warrior system, he wouldn't have to do that.
True that.
He could just get that motherfucker and be gone, and then pass it.
But I always say the game is like this. Like I always, I'm a numbers guy as far as when it comes to the game. And the moment LeBron James surpasses Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James gonna be the king. Period, point blank. I ain't gonna have no argument with that. I don't care how many titles he won or nothing like that. Karl Malone is maybe the second or third. I'm gonna say he's the third leading scorer in the NBA. I'm pretty sure LeBron has passed it, but that man is underrated as hell. You know what I mean?
Who was that?
Karl Malone, the mailman.
Yeah. It's just because he didn't get that hardware, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it was hard. Motherfuckers don't realize, I'm a Knicks fan, right? And I'm just being 100 honest.
Battery low.
It was hard beating them Bulls, man. Especially like the last minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes when it's crucial. And Mike was getting the ball. He was going to get that whistle. I hate to say it. Mike used to get that goddamn whistle, boy, hit them free throws like it wasn't nothing.
I listened to a podcast one day that Charles Oakley did, and he was kind of explaining the dynamic of the Knicks back in. And, he was like, Patrick Ewing was their best player. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he was a center, though. You know what I mean? He couldn't dribble a basketball. He couldn't bring it up the floor. He couldn't shoot threes or none of that. But he was their best player. You know what I mean? They never were able to kind of find, like, anybody that really complimented him. John Starks did for a couple of years, and you see what happened there. They went to the NBA Finals.
But I tell you what, on top of that, if he could have just played, this is if it was a fifth. If he could have played with Sprewell and Allen when he was at least, I say, 85% healthy, they would have won one. They would have won. You remember he tore his Achilles before he didn't get to play in the finals, remember?
Right.
With Sprewell and Allen.
Right.
Man, you give an 85% Patrick Ewing with Sprewell and Allen, and you just telling Sprewell and Allen just that they can shoot if they want to, all they can shoot. Hell yeah, you gonna win. Hell yeah, you can win. But people don't realize if you got like 22 points per game back in the NBA back in the day, that was damn good, wasn't it?
It was excellent. You was all-star. You were all-star. You averaged 22, 23 points a game.
Man. And people don't realize how hard it was and how congested it was. But the great players always played through that shit. I seen a highlight of Sean Kemp mixtape, man. It was some dunks, man, that just looked unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable, dude. With all the
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of players that underrated and went down, and you'll never hear from them again. They did some great shit in the NBA, man, for real. Scored a lot of points and everything, but everybody gets you get the press clippings that you get. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Xavier McDaniel. Wayman Tisdale, man, them people were great players. Yeah. They were in bad situations.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson was nice.
Man, Kevin really Johnson was real nice. Absolutely. Man, who else? Steve Smith. Steve Smith was nice.
Steve Smith was cold-blooded.
What's your boy? Your boy played in Dallas. Jimmy Jackson.
Yeah,
Jim Jackson, he was right.
Kendall Gill was nice.
Man, hey, oh my God, dude. He was so motherfucking smooth, dude. Did he get killed?
Game to his credit.
Did he get killed?
Not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. But Kendall Gill was smooth, man.
Not really sure. I think he may have just walked off into the sunset. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, dude was a very underrated, good-ass player. He was a good-ass player, man.
Absolutely, but
damn, he was good.
Chicago Bulls, because him and Jordan was kind of like too much alike, even though he wasn't nowhere in the same plane as Jordan. But you couldn't give that man like 15, 16 minutes a game, man. You had to play that man. You see what I'm saying, player?
And on top of that, if he can shoot like Jordan, what I mean is that if he can take his jump shots. Jordan took a lot of shots, man.
You know, he can score the basketball. You know what I'm
saying? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of motherfuckers score the basketball, but they couldn't put up them shots like they wanted to. You feel me?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
And not only like that, you know, I think a lot of people don't realize Jordan was a great defensive player too.
Oh,
you know
hell yeah.
Jordan to lock your ass down. You say one word to that man, he gonna lock you down.
Yeah. And being locked down in the NBA, man, that can go to your mind, boy. That can fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what? That's why I kind of like Kawhi Leonard, man. You know, what was that Sasha Shapiro dude from the Warriors? He fucked this shit up. You remember that play he did on him against the Warriors?
Yeah.
That was dirty. That was dirty because you know what? They was killing the Warriors at that game. The Warriors didn't have no answer. You know how some people could just be a mismatch, and the mismatch is so great that you don't even notice it? I seen the same difference when Kawhi Leonard played against the Warriors in the finals when he played with Toronto.
Right.
They don't have an answer for dude, man. Dude is just naturally, he's strong.
I'm gonna be on the side that Kawhi
battery low
time was at the height of his game. I don't think you will ever see that guy again. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, I hate that, man, because dude game was not pretty, but man, dude executed, man. It was just like, fuck it. I'm finna shoot this three. It didn't look pretty. I'm finna go to the hole with the left. I'm finna post you up. I'm finna rip you. I'm finna steal the ball from me. Dude had it all now, but...
And I mean, you know, even when Kawhi was in college, you could see his talent in college, but his game wasn't all the way there yet. It wasn't until he was in it with the Spurs 2 or 3 years. Like, you know, some people game really develop in the NBA. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna close with this right here, and you so right about it. Game developing in the NBA, like Vince Carter game developed for 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Prime example. Absolutely, because he wasn't that man in college.
But I have to give this man his props because he took a whole bunch of flack during the bubble. And the other previous teams he was with, he got shot on at the end of the playoff. But last year in the Western Conference, man, I have to give Paul George his props. Dude, he played without Kawhi, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals, man. Western Conference Finals, man. He broke his leg. You remember that shit?
No doubt.
Man, I like Paul George game, man. Paul George straight. He real straight, man.
Yeah. He went in town and need a little help, though. And when he get Kawhi where he need him, and they got John Wall, so I look for them to do some exciting things.
Ooh.
Barring any injuries. That's the biggest part of the game. Just like football, if you can keep everybody healthy through 17 games, you got a hell of a shot at it. You know it?
And you know what? It may be a blessing in disguise because John Wall haven't played in 4 years, so that motherfucker's fresh.
He played a little last year for Houston, and then I think they shut him down at some point or whatever the case may be, just on the strength that they were going to trade him and making too much money anyway.
Listen here,
can't afford for him to get hurt. It is what it is.
He is fresh beef. He is nice. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. Kawhi Leonard probably got the same thing. So strategically, and owners are looking at their product, they're like, man, we might have to just rest these mugs, let them play a couple of games here, 10 here, you know, whatever, so they can get a little chemistry.
Yeah, they definitely gonna do that.
Hell yeah, I would.
I believe they got a better team than the ones than the same people that they share the building with.
Hell yeah, because John Wall is nice. His game is ugly too. It ain't pretty, but that motherfucker's effective.
Yeah, that motherfucker run 100 miles an
hour. Yeah, with Terrence Mann too. Damn, boy, they gonna be straight.
I watched the man in Kentucky, man. You know what I'm saying? So I seen him in face value. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? My big brother, Fat Tone, the props to him. He talk about your boy could probably be the best college coach ever to put people in the NBA, and that's your boy Calipari. Look how many professionals. I don't give a damn if they did one or half a goddamn year. Look how many professionals in the.
Let me tell you something about John Calipari.
Man,
that's another story for another day. but I don't fuck with that man.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about John Calipari. He better get that shit right this year. His ass gonna be on the first damn thing smoking back to Memphis somewhere. How the fuck you lose to St. Peter? Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, I ain't fuck with him right now. He on my tip right now, man. You heard what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that man put so many people in the league, man.
No, I ain't gonna say he put so many. I mean, let me tell. Let's keep it real. He's a great salesman. He's a great salesman, and he's able. Whatever he's selling them kids, he's able to get them to the University of Kentucky. That's fine. You know what I mean? But for the amount of talent that man has had, that shows his coaching ability. You know what I mean? That really shows what kind of coach he is.
Yeah.
And you can't knock the man. You can't really knock him. He's a good coach, but a great coach he ain't.
Word.
Not with the talent he's had. There ain't no way. He won a championship with Anthony Davidson, but how did you not win one with John Wall? How do you not win one with the team that went 38-1? You know what I mean? Don't make no sense, man. You had 4, 5, 6 first round picks on your team, and you can't win the championship.
Man.
It is what it is.
Word. Well, big brother from a different mother and pops. I appreciate you putting that time in and sacrificing. We finally cooking. It's been beautiful, man. It's been real. It's been real beautiful.
Available, man. I'm motherfucking available. Let's get this shit rolling, man. Cause I feel like we 3-4 years behind the 8 ball anyway, man. We should be on the radio already, man. Let's get it popping, homie.
That's what it is, big brother. Well, I love you, man, and I hope to see you soon. And we're gonna chop it up. I'll come up with some topics and I'll send them to you.
Matter of fact, when I'm in town, I'll be in town in a couple weeks, man. We'll do this shit face to face. You heard me?
Oh man, we can be in the living room chopping it up.
Yeah. On some at Cali too. You heard me?
Hey, got some wings going. Fry some wings or something. Shit, we could do that damn thing, my boy.
I'm gonna let you know when I pop. I'm gonna let you know way if I pop in.
Okay.
Promise you I'll link up with you. You heard me?
Okay, hell yeah. Now I'll go to the store, my boy. It's all good.
Yes, sir. I love you, homie.
I love you too,
Appreciate you having me, man. Holler back at me.
I sure will. That's what it is.
All right.
Peace. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big brother checking in. We broke bread. That's just what it is. If I'm gonna holler at my sister and get my ass on back so I can take a nap. Peace and a bottle of hackeries, people. Man, you already know I appreciate you sacrificing your time. Listening to your boy. You feel me? Getting it out the mud. I hope you are too. And be successful in whatever you do. Peace.